Hey, what is up? It's Jim. I'm back with another tiller tip, and this week I'm in the new office. Check this out. How great is this? It is so nice in here. I'm really grateful for this opportunity to have these new digs. Look at this. I have an actual window to the actual outside, not a window to a vestibule to then outside. I am living life large. Like, this is really great. I still have more furniture that I need to acquire. I have to get stuff up on the walls. I've doubled my bookshelf space, and so I need to get more books, which won't be a problem. I'm really excited about that. But there's still a lot to do. Things have been very busy, but yeah, that's just a quick little update. I am excited about all of this. It's really, really great. I've enjoyed sharing it with people. But for today, as far as the tiller tip goes, I want to share with you something I learned back in college. When I was going into college, I wasn't exactly sure what I wanted to do when I grow up. I'm not totally sure if I know what I want to do when I grow up. Just kidding. This is all I want to do. I love tiller coaching, and this is what I'll do. This is my retirement plan. I'm retired currently, and this is what I do. So, but back in college, I went to business school for undergrad, and it was, a good experience. It was great to get kind of a broad scope of learning, and so I took all kinds of different business classes. Obviously took marketing. I was a marketing major, so that's, what I primarily took. But obviously, like finance and accounting, oh my gosh, I thought I was going to love accounting. I honestly thought it was going to be a great class for me because I really like math. But accounting has very little to do with math. I mean, it's a little bit of math, but it's really more about learning the rules. And the rules are very important. And I remember exactly two things from my dreaded Accounting 1 and Accounting 2 class. It was LIFO and FIFO, this inventory process, last in, first out, first in, first out. I remember that. I'm not sure what good that does me at this point. But the other thing I remember is this concept of a sunk cost. Have you ever heard of a sunk cost? Let's imagine a company that, a business that has factories, right? And they build this one particular factory downtown, and I don't know what they do there. Maybe they put peaches in a can. They were put there by a man. If you caught that, that's awesome. But this company, builds this factory, and at first, it's going fine, but after a while, they start to experience losses, and that's bad. So they try to make tweaks and, focus on performance and efficiencies and whatnot. But every year, they're just experiencing a little bit more losses, and it just seems like at some point, this is not working. And if they continue to go down this line of taking losses on this particular factory, it could mean demise for the company. So they make the choice, and it's painful and it's hard, but they decide to close down that factory, and they are, going to sell that. They are going to cut their losses. They are going to assume what is called a sunk cost. And a sunk cost is basically like, hey, we invested in this, it didn't go well, we are writing off those losses and we are moving forward. From this day forward, those losses are in the past. We are looking for wins beyond today, and we're not going to lose anymore. And I think about that often. There's been so many instances in my life where I just felt like I was losing so much. Like I invested time, energy, literally money into things, and it just didn't work out. And at some point, I needed to write it off. The hard part is the emotional end, right? Because it's like, oh, if I would have just seen the clarity sooner, if I would have, written it off sooner, I would have experienced less losses, whatever. There's, 1,000 ways to regret, and I've experienced all of them. But what kind of helped me was like, okay, that truly is in the past. Like we write it off. We experience the sunk cost. That hurts and it's hard, but I'm not going to let it affect me anymore. And I am going to move beyond, and I am going to look for other wins. And I don't know what you might be going through right now, what losses you might be experiencing, but I firmly believe there are times where we got to write it off and then just say in our head, emotionally, we got to own it. Okay, that is a sunk cost, and that sunk cost hurts, but I probably learned something in that process. I probably grew. I understand better about different opportunities. I probably won't make the same mistake twice. There's not just cost and a sunk cost. There is learning that happens. And so maybe emotionally write it off and move beyond what happened, and let's keep it moving in the future. I don't know where that might hit you today. I don't know what losses you might be experiencing. Obviously, getting a good coach, a CPA to help you identify, hey, is this something that you do need to write off? Maybe that would be helpful, and I'd be happy to do that. But yeah, sunk costs. I think about it all the time. There's been times where I have to emotionally do it, and it helps me to move forward. Regret is such a booger, isn't it? So, sunk costs. Let's get on it. Maybe there's something you got to write off today. So, let me know if I can help. I appreciate you guys. I love you, and I can't wait to see you back here next time. All right, I'll see you. Bye.